Are you studying? Are you working? Are you preparing for an examination? One of the crucial parts of this is to make notes. If you don't have efficient notes, your studying pattern will not be efficient enough for you to clear the exams. In this video, I'm going to be talking about exactly that. How to make notes and which are the 10 best note-taking methods. So if you are in the market looking to make your notes better, make them more aesthetic, visually appealing, or make it easier for you to revise them, you're at the correct place. Stay tuned to find out more. Hi guys, welcome back to Guilt-Free Mind. I am Dr. Shruti Bhattacharya, the author and owner of guiltfreemind.com. The link to the blog is there in the description, and today we are going to be talking about 10 best note-taking methods for you. So let's begin without any delay. But before I do, don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, set it to all so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a new video. Now coming to the 10 best note-taking methods, point number 1. This is the outline method. Now in the outline method, as the name says, you make an outline of the whole topic. So what you first put down is the title. The title comes on the left side, right next to the margin. Then if you have a topic that you discuss under the title, you make a right indent and you put it down in the next line. The topic comes in the next line of the title. If you want to elaborate on the topic, go ahead, do that. You can use subsequent lines for that. But if you have subtopics to discuss under that topic, you again make an indent and then you discuss the subtopic. So you have your title, then you have the detail of the topic, and whatever detail of the topic comes under that section itself. It does not spill into the title section. So you've got title, you've got your topic, and then you've got your subtopic. So you keep making as many indents as necessary depending on what you are discussing. Now, the reason this method is used is that it makes it very easy for you to revise when your exam time is near. You just open the book, you look at the topics, and okay, this topic, then this, then this, then this. Boom, you're done. Usually by the time you reach exams, if you've revised thoroughly enough, you only have to go to the topics and the subtopics. This method makes it very easy for you to access exactly all of those together at the same place really quickly. So this is an amazing method. Go ahead, give it a try and see if it works out for you. Point number 2, the Cornell Method. The Cornell Method is widely used method. It's used in many of the education systems as well, where students are specifically taught to write in the Cornell Method. Now in the Cornell Method, you make an inverted T in your notebook. Now the T is aligned towards the left side because obviously you do need a margin. So you've got a margin which is like 1 inch from the left end of your page, and then at the bottom you leave 1/4 section of the page and you section the T off. So that last 1/4 section is your summary section. The left panel that you have is your Q section, and the rest of the page that you have is your notes section. So you write down your notes. If you want, you can make a summary immediately, or you can make a summary later. Now when you're revising your notes, or when you're learning through them or looking back at them, you realize that okay, these points are important. Those points of your notes become cues. Those cues in turn go into that left section that you've left. Over there you put down the cues. Fast forward and we are heading into exam time. Now you have to revise. Now when you're revising, you open the notebook, you see on the left side all the cues are there. You look through the cues, you look through the summary, and you are done. You don't have to go through the elaborate set of notes that you wrote because you already memorized those stuff. Now you just have to make sure you have all the points in your head. That's literally it. Point number 3, mind map. This is excellent if you have 3 or 4 chapters that are, interconnected, or you have many sections in a chapter that's interconnected to one another, or you're studying biology and there are a lot of processes which are obviously interdependent on each other, and you want to make a visual representation of it all. Now, mind map has notes and internotes. In the center of your map will be the main topic. Surrounding the main topic will be the subtopics. Surrounding the subtopics will be the sub-subtopics. Now, maybe the subtopics have connection with another chapter, another section in another chapter. So you take the subtopic and you connect it to another chapter. Similarly, you do this for everything that you put in the mind map, in turn making it into a map. Yeah, it'll look visually complicated, but once you have the hang of it, it'll become so much easier to revise when you have a mind map in your head, or even write down answers. Your answers will be more detailed than others, you will give more explanation, and you will actually show the teacher that you understood the whole thing. So mind map can be extremely useful if you know how to use it in the right manner. If you have a chapter that does not have a lot of details or is not connecting with other chapters, you need not bother with the mind map. It becomes very crucial when you have many topics to cover and they are actually interrelated. That interrelation part is crucial. Point number 4, the boxing method. Now in the boxing method, as I said, as the name suggests, you make boxes. So you've got your page and you've got different boxes on your page. Now each of the box symbolizes one part of your answer or symbolizes different answers depending on how big the answers are that you're writing. So you have different boxes. You look back, it's very visually pleasing. It's easier to find which box has which information. It's easier to locate the information that you want to revise. If you're getting stuck in some information, you can put a tiny star in that box and that will make it very easy for you to come back and revise the section again. No hassle, no fuss, clean, neat, visually pleasing, and it's so much easier to work with. Especially when you are struggling with the exam fever, you have to finish course fast, you have to get multiple things done, you don't have a lot of time to go through all of the notes. Point number 5, charting. If you're a visual person, charting is bound to help you. Instead of remembering, road memorizing, which country had how many population, how much population and stuff like that, you can just make a chart. Make a chart, put down the numbers there, and there you go. There you have it. You practice the chart a few times. You go into the exam, you have that chart, you make the chart a small chart in, with your pencil, and then you elaborate on the points present in the chart. Makes it super easy. Charts are also very good if you are doing a comparative study between 2 or 3 items. You can make a flow diagram, charts, or tables for comparison. Basically, these are all visual representation of data, which makes it very easy for the data to be stored in long-term memory. Point number 6, recording. Your teacher speaks too fast and you don't have enough time to take the notes. Or should you be taking notes while you're in class, or should you be focusing on the teacher? Difficult questions to answer. So instead, what you can do is you can record your teacher while your teacher is teaching, just with your voice record. This feature is available on all of the smartphones. It's free of cost. You don't have to get an app for it. Press the voice record button, record what your teacher is saying, and then write it down once you reach home. This way, even if you were making notes in class and you miss something out, you have the notes with you in the auditory format. And if you are an auditory learner, then you can just use those notes and MP3, make a playlist in your phone, and then listen to them. Best way to learn, trust me. Point number 7, highlighting and underlining important information. Now, this doesn't mean that you highlight everything in your notebook. This I'm talking about in reference to the notes that you make. So the notes that you have, in those notes you highlight the important topics, or you highlight the subpoints that you are supposed to remember. You underline the crucial points, highlight the headings, use different colors, markers, whatever you want. Your paper is your oyster. Feel free to make your notes as visually and aesthetically pleasing as you can for you. Remember this step, you have to do it for yourself, not for anyone else, because those notes are only yours. Point number 8, sentence method. Sentence method is good if you can write really fast, if you know shorthand typing or the symbols and stuff like that. you can really try this out. But there's always a risk that you'll miss out on important information, or you may not pay attention to the teacher because you're paying all your attention towards jotting down everything that the teacher is saying. If there's a confusion, you miss the chance of getting clear right then and there. You will have to sit with that confusion until the next class, or until you find the teacher during a free period or something like that. Point number 9, convert your long notes into short ones. When you make notes, a lot of the times we tend to put in a lot of unnecessary data that we can easily, write by ourselves, because when we are making notes, our concepts are not that clear, or we haven't really memorized all of the information. By the time the exam time comes around, you have memorized a lot of the information, and you don't want to go through those tedious lines and lines and lines of notes. So the best way is, when you're revising the notes, not the day before exam, like a month before, or once you've studied, you come back for a revision. At that time, you convert those long notes into short notes. Now you know most of the data. You don't need all of that extra jargon. So what you do is that you make shorter versions of the same notes with main pointers, important factors, and stuff like that, which you can expand on while writing your paper. So this way, it will make your thick stack of notes into a very thin stack that you can easily revise before your exam. Point number 10, check with others. If you're making notes by yourself, make sure you have friends that you can refer to. Your friend can check your notes. You can check your friend's notes, or you can give your notes to your friend for history, and you can take geography notes from your friend. If your friend missed something, you add it to their notes. If you miss something, you add it from your friend's notes, and your friend can do the same for you. This way, you're not missing out on anything. These 10 points are for visual or for note-taking purposes, whether you're a visual learner, auditory, or kinesthetic. These are going to help all kinds of learners. So try these out and let me know in the comment section which of the note-taking method suits you the most. If you have any ideas that you think I didn't involve in this video and that should have been a part, put them down in the comment section as well, so that I can add them in. Now, you have subscribed, right? If you haven't, then do so now. Subscribe to it, ring that notification bell, set it to all. And finally, don't forget to like the video. Sorry for the over dramatization, but I just wanted to emphasize on that point. So don't forget to like the video. Check out the blog. Link is there in the description if you want to lead a more stress-free, healthy, and fulfilling life. And well, that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.